Hi guys. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing just insane stuff at the moment. I know that it's crazy out there, but I want to bring you a bit of hope because what I've seen today just really blew my mind. So I know I've talked about the amygdala and the mind control programs and the psychic attack and everything. I'm going to go into that in more detail next week in my workshop. So jump on that if you want to know more about that. But today, what I saw was something that I went in to have a look at because I've been having lots of glitches. Okay, I've been literally seeing glitches in reality, and it's sort of like it's like a jump. It's hard to explain, but it's sort of like a double take, and it's very discombobulating because one minute you're looking at something and suddenly it's almost like a movie frame that's been put together badly. And anyway, so today I decided to go on and have a look at that more deeply, and what I saw was that the Matrix is a technology that is run by central controllers, and I won't go into them. But basically, if you imagine that this world is like an illusion, which is not a surprise to a lot of people, because as we get more spiritual, we start to see more dimensions and things, and we start to see the illusory world. But what was super interesting was I was working with someone and there was a lot of glitching, and we were sort of breaking down an aspect of that person, or something that was going on, and when I looked more deeply, I was in this room filled with mirrors, right? And so I was looking in the mirror at this one world. It was a very 3D world, like this world. And then when there was a glitch, one of those mirrors, there were mirrors everywhere and just kind of confusing us. When there was a glitch, one of those mirrors moved, and behind the mirror, I saw a piece of that person's soul, and that got returned to them. Because often when I'm seeing a glitch, I get a burst of emotion as well. So I know that there's more to it. And so it was basically like a soul retrieval. But what I saw was that the way we have been programmed to stay asleep for so long within this program, within this matrix, is by fragmenting our soul, by hiding us from ourselves, by hiding our power from us. And so when that piece of soul came back, I realized that there were more bits of soul behind other mirrors. And I saw the cracks in the matrix. I saw that it was losing power. It did not have the power to keep everything hidden anymore, because too many people are waking up. And every time we wake up, we emit a completely different electromagnetic frequency, right? Which is changing the planet. And the planet is moving faster and faster. Time is speeding up. You'll start noticing that you sometimes don't feel like you're in reality. You might be really tired. You might be having changes. Like, another thing I'm starting to see is a reduction in addictive behaviors, because that is another program of the Matrix, right? And this is amazing. Like, people are naturally going to be pulling out of things that don't serve them. And that includes all the addictive behaviors that are part of the program. And so they're naturally starting to gravitate, because we've reached this level, they're naturally starting to gravitate towards uh, the the feelings, the good feelings that actually come from doing good things. So instead of the good feelings that are related to the inverted programs of the Matrix, we're moving towards the good feelings that come from pure intentions and kindness and compassion, but they actually elevate a collective behavior within us and a collective feeling that we are starting to connect in with. So we're connecting in with the collective. Even though you might be feeling a bit alone at the moment, you can draw on this collective power. You can ask for help from this collective power. And I'm going to be doing more on that soon too. But it's just so exciting because I saw that it is weakening so much that they can't even hold the program in place. It's glitching all over the show. And as we rise more and more and more, as we ascend as human beings, that is literally just going to start falling away. And where you're going to start seeing this, the first places you're going to start seeing this is a change in yourself in terms of wanting what's better for everyone, not just yourself. So it becomes the kind of service to all, not to service to self. So you're going to start naturally gravitating towards people that are in service to other. Okay, those people are going to become very interesting to you. And you're also going to become very aware of the frequency that things are coded with. So you could have someone producing an anti-aging cream, and it's all about money and power and putting certain people in elevated places above other people. Or you could gravitate towards someone who is super curious about why we are aging. Why is our body deteriorating in exactly the same way as everyone else? Why are our cells breaking down when on other planets they could be living for thousands of years? So those people are actually super, super curious about how we change what we put into our body, how we change the cellular structure of our body in order to slow down or reverse the aging process. Now, the two things might have a similar result, but they will come from a completely different frequency. And more people are starting to put out the frequency of a true desire for us to elevate ourselves, become the best version of ourselves, and live the longest and healthiest version of ourselves. And as more and more people start to put the pure intention into their work, and Sound of Freedom, the movie, is a perfect example of that. It is coded to the frequency to wake men up and to bring enlightenment to the planet. So I highly recommend you go and see Sound of Freedom, and just keep an eye out for where you are gravitating and what changes you are moving towards in your life. And it is all good news. Just ignore the chaos. I hope that helps someone today, and share it if you think that it's going to help someone else.